Hey there planner friend, it's Chloe here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you what I feel like is a productive weekly planning system, or a functional planning system for my weeklies. I don't know, I'm saying it with that inflection in my voice, like questioning myself, because I've only just recently really dialed it in, and it's one of those things where I feel like it will evolve as time goes on. But for now, this is where I'm feeling super happy, super comfortable with my planning system. So I am in the Filofax Norfolk. This is in the colour taupe, and it's the A5 size, and it is a very thick planner. I've said it a gazillion times before, and the reason that I've gone for this planner with the massive, I think they're 35mm rings, is because really my planner is a tale of two halves, shall we say. So in the first half, I've got this is like my weekly planning, monthly planning, my scheduling, all of that kind of stuff. In the first section, I'm using the side monthly tabs by Filofax. These are just cardboard dividers, very sort of lightweight card stock in the cream colour. I picked these just because I liked the font. I could get a hold of these very easily from Filofax. I didn't have to wait for something to come in from, say, America. I'm here in the UK. So yeah, it just made sense. Am I 100% happy with them? At the moment, I am. The only thing is they are card, and I worry about the longevity of the rings. I'm thinking what I could do is obviously take them out of my planner and then just stick some sticky back plastic, aka sellotape, down very carefully, align it down where the rings are, and then just repunch those to reinforce the rings. That could be a potential fix to that if I notice that they're really not holding up well. But I would foresee these definitely see me into 2025. Past 2025 into 2026, I'm not sure. They might start to look a little bit grubby. But anyway, moving on from the first half, which is my planning section, and the second half is more of the project management, project organisation. So I work part-time as a home design consultant for Next, and as part of that, I work with lots of different customers, helping them to design their rooms. So I really did need something where I could organise my different customers and make it easy for me to find who I'm working with, make notes, and keep everything organised. So what I tend to do, for example, under AB, I had 3 different projects or customers, all called Anna. So when that happens, if I've got more than sort of one set of project in each section, I just use these little coloured page flags to make life a little bit easier in terms of flipping through and finding the correct project. And when the project is done, I just take these out so my planner isn't super bulging. However, I am thinking of changing this up because it was working it seemed to solve a problem initially, but now I'm seeing the pitfalls in it and I might have to switch that up. But anyway, that's how my planner is divided up at the moment. Project section and planning section. Now within my planning section, this is the setup that I'm kind of working with at the moment. I will start the month off, and I can't show you my actual inbox because there's sort of sensitive information, but if I show you November's, and I'll just have to blur the bottom half out. So in November, I started off a fresh inbox sheet. These are designed myself, so the inserts are all designed by me. I will try and pop like a shopping tray kind of thing underneath the video, or put a link in the description. So these are my inbox inserts, and how I like to use these is at the start of the month, I will just add the month and the year at the top, and then I'll list out all of my to-dos, to buy, waiting on, things I need to return, people I need to reply to. All of that will just get listed down in here as and when it happens, or as and when things come to me. And then once I've completed them, I will just tick them off and cross them out. And then what I tend to do is once this is sort of filled up, I can just keep adding more and more sheets if I've got quite a lot of things that I need to keep a track of. But I like to keep this at the front of the monthly section, so each month will have its own one of these, and then at the end of the month I will just start a fresh one. So I have got December's behind this sheet, but as I said, there's some sensitive information in there, so I'm just going to show you a blank one, but I would write December 2024, and then I would look at my November sheet, pull out the things that didn't get completed and add those to the top of the list, and then start adding the other things as and when things pop up. Now, I'll probably do a separate video on this because there are different ways in which you could use this. I might even change the name from inbox to the list, because you could use this for a gift buying list. You could use this for, say, a home renovation list of things, jobs that you've got different contractors coming to do, whether they've completed it or what have you. So yeah, there are multiple ways in which this could be used beyond just a monthly to-do list of tracking what you need to get done. And then, you know, you've got multiple ways in which you can use the checkbox. You could do some sort of, I think it's a bullet journal has a system for marking things as in progress, deferred, completed. So really is a very, what's the word? I've forgotten what the word is. A multi-use kind of insert. That's not the word I was looking for, but it still describes the sentiment that I had in my head. Then behind that, what I have is my monthly insert. So here's my monthly insert. It's got the gorgeous cover page. And then we come into the monthly spread. This kind of isn't working, so I'm not going to linger here too long, but I will have these in each of the monthly sections so that I can quickly jot down things that are happening during the month that can then get transferred to my weekly insert. And this is where I really feel like I've got it dialed in. This is currently working. Now, I have made a couple of tweaks to this insert since I've started using it, and this is an iteration that I'm testing out at the moment. So we've got 3 columns because the Saturday and Sunday are stacked. So this is a vertical week. Monday to Friday have a full column with a time schedule running from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's in 24-hour format. But then the Saturday and Sunday are stacked, and they are literally, if I show you a blank one, just lined. Now, originally, I had a 4-column per page set up. Sorry, I don't know if I said that clearly on the when I was explaining the other one. When I said 3 columns, I meant 3 columns per page for the days of the week. So coming back to November, originally I was working with 4 columns per page so that I could have Saturday and Sunday as their own columns and keep my time schedule, because I work on a Saturday. So I really did want to be able to see what was going on clearly. Now, the reason that I've moved away from this is because when you have 8 columns in total and there are only 7 days in a week, what do you do with that spare column? Well, I chose to give myself a section for 3 top priorities, goal planning and notes. However, I wasn't always utilizing this, and whenever I did try and plan a goal, I wasn't really getting on with it. So this really wasn't working. Another thing that wasn't working about this 4 columns per page layout is the columns are so narrow. Oh my goodness, I was really struggling to fit everything onto these lines. And where, for example, I've got 2 lines for for each hour, there are 2 lines, so that you could divide it into on the hour and half hour, or divide it into by half hours. I'm sorry, that is a real word salad, but hopefully you get what I mean. It would mean that sometimes at 9 o'clock I might try and squeeze in one thing, because at 9:30 I had something else happening. So it was just a squash and a squeeze, and I'm like, oh, I need a little bit more room. Hence why I have now switched to the 3 columns per page layout and stacking the Saturday and Sunday. But I already hate this because I'm like, how do I navigate my working hours on a Saturday? How do I lay them out? How do I keep it clear? This is kind of looking a bit because, for example, I've got a visit booked in at 10:30 and it's just ended up looking messy. So that's kind of not working. But what is working for me is that I do have more space. As you can see, I like to highlight in my working hours. I actually overlined this because I tried a slightly new format where I put the hour in the middle of the section for that slot rather than at the top as I had it before. So that's another little, yeah, I had 6 at the top of the line, as it were, whereas now I've put the hour, or say, for example, in this one, 6 in the middle, and yeah, I overlined it. But anyway, I like to highlight in my hours, as you can see on this clear one for next week, so I know where I'm at in terms of that. So that's kind of like a time blocking system. And then additional to that, what I will do is use the fine end of my, so I'm using the mild liner. This is the colour Mild Beige, I think it is. So I'll use the highlighting thick chiseled nib for mapping out my hours. I have a little ruler to help me keep it looking nice and neat. And then I will use the fine line just to help block out different things that are going on during my working day. So for example, the first half of my Tuesday was spent catching up on admin, doing some learning, training stuff that I needed to do. And then the second half was design time. So that's how I'm blocking out my day and really getting things done, keeping everything nice and neat and organized. I can see like where I need to be at what time. I've got lots of room to write, as I said before. I've given myself a little section at the top of the day, which I'm calling like a call out area. So anything that's like super important, I can call it out in this area at the top, or I could just list out 3 priorities to again, word salad, 3 top priorities for the day, or 3 important things that are happening on that day. The only thing, as I said, that's not working is this not having the hourly slots on the Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I might figure something out. I might, as I start using this, see a way in which I could still have the hours, still have this timed, and it not feel really sort of squished in and closed in, but we'll see. So in terms of how I set this up, beyond just highlighting in my hours, as you can see at the top here, I do use date dots. These are by Papertarie. So I keep those at the front of my planner with a little set of tweezers just to help stick those down without making a mess. And yeah, I just like to use her date dots in champagne to highlight the days of the week. I use her block rings, also in the colour champagne, to highlight off the month, and that's how I like to keep those bits organised. I'm still not quite sure how to use things like the mini drops. I've tried to use it to sort of highlight important things such as here and here, but it just doesn't, that's not really working. The things like the tabs I might use at the top here in the call out section just to make that a little bit more noticeable, and these large drops I don't even use, so yeah. But the main ones are the block rings and the date dots. This is what's really helping me keep this looking neat and tidy. So yeah, I really do feel like this combination of having the inbox for each month to keep a track of all of my to-dos and things and tasks and things that I need to get done, things that I need to buy, that's been really helping. I can transfer those onto the monthly insert if need be. But as I said, this is looking a little bit messy, and yeah, I need to get that dialed in. But my weekly insert, I'm so happy with how this is working at the moment. Other than my working hours on a Saturday, this just, yeah, as this begins to get filled out, I can see how I can keep things organised and clear. As I said, I will leave a link to definitely this insert. I know that this is live on the shopping tray of my YouTube channel, so I will pop a link for this maybe somewhere on the screen. It should have come up. The inbox, I think I need to get that one linked over and verified and all of that stuff. So if you're watching this as soon as it's gone live, that may not be linked. And then the monthlies, I haven't yet had a chance to get the 2025 inserts live. They are designed, but they're not live. All of my inserts at the moment are available as digital downloads, just because I don't have time to deal with shipping things, especially internationally. It can become very expensive as well. So I'm not sure if that puts people off. It certainly puts me off. I will always choose to try and shop as locally as possible first, and then start expanding the ring out to, say, AliExpress and Amazon at the very outer circle where possible. Not always easy, because they do seem to have everything. But yes. Now, if you are interested in some of the deco items, this is a quick run through of that. So maybe I will see a drop off here. But up front, we've got well, let's start with some of the stationery items. So I've got the zebra Sarasa clip. This is, I think they call this the Grand or Grande. It is a metal barrel version of the Sarasa clip, which is plastic. Do I have one to hand up here? So you can do a little comparison. Oh, yes. So this is the one that I was originally using, but it is a plastic barrel with a rubber grip, which, I mean, this is nice. I do love the styling of this, but when I spotted this, I just fell in love, and I absolutely love the weight of it. It just feels gorgeous in your hand. Like you've really, yeah, I just like a pen that has a little bit of weight to it. Another writing utensil implement that I have is the Zebra Delgard that I'm currently testing out. The reason that I've picked this, let me see, let's get to some, do I have some scrap paper? Oh, everything's falling off. So that's the thing I hate about this planner. You really do need to do the turning of pages in two sections. So this Delgard is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see from there, but it has this lead guard that is spring loaded. You might be able to see that on camera. If not, let's bring it a little bit closer. So the problem that I have is, in my job, I draw floor plans, and I often snap my lead because I apply too much pressure. Also because I find that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish pumps of lead is enough lead to keep me going throughout the visit, except I always snap it because I end up applying a little bit too much pressure. So I'm currently trying out 3 different, what I would call over-engineered mechanical pencils. And yeah, this one, I don't really love the styling of it compared to a couple of the others that I've got for my test. And additionally, I recently used this on a visit and I still kept snapping the lead. I find if you are choosing this pencil, the sweet spot is 1, 2 pumps, and that was the only way I would not snap the lead. I don't know if you can see, but there is barely anything out. And the problem that I have with this is that goes down pretty quickly if you're sketching out a floor plan and writing in measurements. Ideally, I would want about that much or that much, but I just keep snapping it. So I don't know, maybe the answer is I shift to a thicker lead so it has a bit more strength. So see if I can find a 1.0 or maybe a 2mm lead. I know that you can get 2mm leads, but they are more for sketching than for drafting. So we'll see. And then, as I said before, I've got the mild liner in mild beige. I'm not really loving this colour. I've tried so many. I've tried the cream, which was way too light, then the brown, which was way too dark, and now the beige, which is, it doesn't completely work with the planner shape and functional stickers that I use from Papertarie. It doesn't match with some of the colours that I have, but it is what it is at the moment. Now, going back to some of the deco, I've got KolourCafe planner magnets at the front. I've got her crescent moon and her butterfly, and then this cute little fun guy here. And this was actually a pin charm, a lapel charm, what have you, and I snapped it off. I just used a pair of pliers, snapped off the pin and used it so that I could use it as a little planner charm with a magnet in my planner. And I just love how this little touch of red is there up the front, and I really love mushrooms. My Christmas tree will be decorated with red mushrooms. That's how much I just love this as a motif. The card was actually the thank you card from my recent KolourCafe order. It just says coffee and plans, which is my kind of cozy moment for sure. That's just pinned on with a paper clip that I used to sell in my shop. I don't have any more of these left, and as I said, I don't have time to be packing and shipping things with this part-time job, so that kind of sucks. But that's my little deco moment there. And then on the other side, I've just got the Filofax clear fly leaf protecting my vellum dashboard with my initial, and then just a little layering moment. This was actually a digital freebie that I did have available. I don't think it is available anymore now, but if you're interested, if I get enough comments, I'll see about making that available. Then I've got a clear pouch thing, card slots. It has 3 card slots where I keep my mini icon stickers. They're all from Papertarie. I will link her shop below. And then I just keep my not icons, my shape stickers and functional planning stickers, along with the tweezers in there. And I love this pouch. I actually found this on AliExpress, and what I love about this pouch is it's completely crystal clear. The next pouch is a frosted style pouch, and this I just keep spare ink for my pen and spare lead for my pencil, as well as a block of stickies for when I'm in a client meeting and they're flipping through the fabric books and the wallpaper books and picking out the things that they like. I will give those to the customers so they can mark off the pages that they have seen things that they like. The card, this is actually from, I think it's Shamila Joy. I think that's the name of her Etsy shop. I will find it and pop a link below. She just does lovely biblical artwork type things. That's probably not a very good description, but she just has gorgeous artwork where there'll be Bible verses or devotionals or what have you. So I have that up the front. And yeah, I think that's it. I've got another little paper clip here marking where my plain paper is at the back of my planner. This little guy, cute little bear. Again, I was selling this in my Etsy shop, but I'm not anymore, just because of the whole work situation, as I keep saying. And then at the back, I've just got some of my spare stickers. These ones were from KolourCafe. I've got some business cards, my business cards, some contractor business cards for decorators and carpet fitters. These cute little paper circle sticky notes from Plan Marker. My little plastic ruler that I use for highlighting my hours, some more sticky notes, as well as these task cards that I got from Sort Stuff Out. And these have had so many incarnations, shall we say, or reincarnations in terms of their use. But at the moment, I've used them to detail the different mini icon stickers that I have, so that when I'm thinking, oh, do I have a sticker a little icon sticker that I can put down for that. I can look at these cards and just be like, ah, yeah, I could use the balloon sticker or what have you. And they're just sectioned into things that relate to personal life, things that relate to work life, and then things that relate to home/family. And I just felt like that was a really handy way of sort of knowing what stickers I have, because at the moment I have them, I don't have it to hand. Oh gosh, yes I do, yes I do. I have a few of the stickers within my planners, so some here and some in the little pouch that I showed you up the front, but then I have a lot, so the rest of them are actually kept in here just to make life a little bit easier in terms of seeing everything. And this was just a free thing that I got actually to review. It's a card wallet type of situation. It's not, I mean, it's sun faded because I get a lot of sun in this room, so it used to be a dark pink, but now it's like this weird colour. Maybe I'll have to leave it out like this and let it fully, let the sun fully bleach it so it maybe matches with my taupe Filofax, I don't know. But that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. A little bit waffly, and sorry for serving up word salads here, there and everywhere, but I hope that this has been useful to you, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye for now.